Hey, so this is the second version of the graph animation. It can apply to any kind of graph, connected, directed or undirected, cyclic or uncyclic. And so this happens to be a bunch of DAG graph states represented in dot format. So I have four representations here, four states of the graph, and I had put them together, and then I basically just concatenate them in an array times 30 and end up with 120 frames of this repeating, this four state pattern repeating over and over again. It could be, of course, in real life, it would be, 1,000 frames, 100 frames, 50 frames, whatever number of frames you have per period of time that you want to animate and examine. And so let's start with, let's say we go all the way to the beginning to the 10th frame. And then we'll see the animation. You see the progress of it here. We can pause it and restart it. We'll pause it again, wait maybe 5 seconds. And this is the fifth state, because it goes to 4 states and then starts over again. And this repeats throughout. I mean, this is not, then you basically in real life you would have a continuation of states, like an evolution of state, whatever it is, but I just don't have the time to create all the data manually. So it's synthetic, creation of data, and there's actually no data. There's just a dot format. I still have to convert whatever data to the dot format and then take it from there. And basically, if you open up your time series database and you have the initial state of graph and then bunch of diffs over it, or if you have snapshots of different graph states over time, either format can be transformed to the dot format and then can be visualized. So let's continue with this. You can see that. Now what can we do? We can shift it over to start from another place in the time series. So this is the first one is this. You can rewind by just clicking on it, and you can also expand it or shrink it. So this is just 2 frames. It's a full-fledged graph player, basically. It does anything you want, and you can also close it and start over. And so on. So that's the demo. The graphs could be as complicated. You can see they're scaling actually. See, this is smaller boxes, and then when you have fewer boxes, it's bigger. It's better to see what's going on, So if you have a graph with a lot of stuff in it, it will scale properly. This is liquid mode. Everything scales, so the slider scales, images scale, everything scales along with it. And that's it.